The Delta variant is fueling spikes in COVID cases across the country. Politics continues to be at the center of this health crisis. President Biden has been calling out the governors of Florida and Texas. Both have banned local officials from enacting mask mandates. We also saw this video, and we're going to put it up for folks, from Tennessee this week of anti-mask protesters surrounding healthcare workers who are attending a school board meeting to advocate wearing masks. Um, Eve, I want to come to you. What's this scary scene tell you about really the impact of weaponizing anti-science views?
Well, we are seeing what you saw in the video, not to the same extent, but we are seeing the same tone in Congress, a fierce resistance among congressional Republicans, specifically in the House, on mask mandates and vaccine requirements. And at the outset, it was just a few Republicans, but now it's even coming from the leadership. Kevin McCarthy, very vocal against continuing to take these measures to suppress the virus. Senator Rand Paul getting into a very public spat with YouTube, where they banded him for a week over a video where he argued that cloth masks are ineffective. And just to give you a sense of how long he's been making that argument, I asked Dr. Deborah Birx in the previous administration, in the Trump administration, about this. Are cloth masks completely ineffective? And she said no. She said no, that was not the case. That Senator Paul's comments are inaccurate. But we are seeing this really a live political issue among Republicans. I don't know if they think that it's going to help them electorally, or they fundamentally feel as though these measures and mandates have gone too far.
Yeah. And Jamie, I want to come to you. I want to, in some ways, marry the conversation we're having now with the one we just had, which is President Biden has really liked setting these markers. July 4th, we're going to celebrate normalizing parts of our life after COVID. August 31st, we're going to withdraw totally from Afghanistan. Now we're seeing both of those dates kind of go up. What's it say, and what's the political risk here? Is he setting setting deadlines rather too soon? What do you make of what's going on?
Well, I think he was trying to sort of undersell and over-deliver in the first months of his administration, and he did effectively. But as in every administration, events are what drives the administration, not any kind of arbitrary deadline that you set. And the events that have now taken place, both with regard to COVID being resurgent because of Delta and because of the sort of unexpected surge of the Taliban in Afghanistan, have kind of overwhelmed those two dates that you mentioned in his administration more broadly. And it's frustrating to the White House folks, because they are saying, we have gotten this big bill passed through the Senate with 69 votes in a polarized Washington, an unheard of bipartisan majority, talking, of course, about the bipartisan bill on infrastructure, Yamiche, and you don't hear about it. Why? Well, because Afghanistan's about to fall to the Taliban, because COVID is surging. And so those two issues have squeezed out the good news story that they have to tell in the White House.